Hello and welcome to another episode of Quickies. So I'm currently playing Shenmue 3 and... what can I say? It's everything I hoped it would be so far, especially the English language version of the game. Now I must stress, I'm only about 8 hours into the game, but from what I've played so far, I can already tell I'm going to enjoy this. My childhood is going to get some closure. First off, the graphics. They're great. It's not Uncharted, Crysis, God of War levels of graphical awesomeness, but for Shenmue, this is beautiful. I'm very happy with the graphics. Everything looks really pretty and detailed. I'm glad they've kept the look of the game from the late 90s as opposed to 4K super energized supreme graphics, because it'd be a bit jarring to play Shenmue 1 and 2 and then 3 looking like The Witcher 3 PC 4K mods. I haven't had any hiccups on the PS4, no screen tears, no frame drops, nothing. But the one thing I did notice while I was playing this is the fan on my PS4 Pro goes crazy. No other game has this effect on my PlayStation, but this game seems to really call for the fans to go into hyper mode, which is strange considering the graphics aren't even 4K, nor is it the most graphically advanced game ever, so I wonder why it seems to heat up my PS4 so much. Anyone else having this issue? Is it like this on Xbox? PC? Let me know in the comments below, or don't. Y'all never do anyway. The audio is also noteworthy and to some people probably controversial too, but let me start off with the music. The Shenmue series has some of the most beautiful sounding tunes ever put to disc, and I'm glad to report that so far it hasn't disappointed. It's all that traditional Chinese music which is just lovely to listen to. Time and care has clearly went into the game's music, which is a blessing, as other games that have waited too long to release a sequel tend to miss the mark and point that made the original game's audio so loved. Shenmue 3 does not do this, which leads me to one of the most important parts they had to nail: the voices. Now I played Shenmue 1 and 2 as a wee young laddie, just past the age of breastfeeding, must have been about 13 or 14 years old. And I played these games with the English voice acting, and it's some of the worst, yet best voice acting ever put on a game. I did play the games later with the Japanese voices, but there's something about the English voice acting that just makes the game feel better to me. It's disjointed, weird and wooden, and that makes me very happy. Well, Shenmue 3 also nails this too strangely. I don't know if it's Corey's style of voice acting that's so wooden, or if he had to try and go back to that way of acting to match his original portrayal of Ryo, but it's spot on. It sounds a lot clearer and is still weirdly disjointed and wooden as always, just the way I love it. Now if newcomers are coming into this game and haven't grown up with the original Shenmue games in mind, this will sound awful. But remember, voice acting was still relatively novel when the original Shenmue was released, so again, just like the graphics being too updated would have ruined this for me, the voice acting also would ruin it if they didn't keep the original wooden talking style that I've come to associate Ryo with. Now that's not to say the script isn't some garbled mess, because it is. Some things don't even make sense and there's no excuse for it. Like this, for example.
Hi there.
Aha! Come to apprentice under me, have you?
Oh, nothing.
Fear not, for I am the great Sudza Xiong. I can forge a formidable master out of the most hopeless of pupils. You stand before a Chun-Tai Cheer master.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Have you seen Mr. Yuan?
Do I look like I'd know anything about that?
Right.
And...
Hi there.
Are you from Japan by chance?
Yes.
Japan may be a small island country, but I've heard that it has steep mountains with great streams.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Huh? You don't fish them?
Not really my thing.
I don't have time to waste with someone who doesn't even know.
So I have no excuses for these interactions, and there's also no excuse for it being that weird, but still, as a Shenmue fanboy, I can overlook these. Almost. Plus, you can always just put on the Japanese voices, which are way more better, but the subtitles still make it seem weird and awkward.
俺様に弟子入りしたいのか。
ああ、いえ。
どんな素人でも一人前に育てる。それがこの俺様。そう、自由だ。何しろ俺様は珍式太極拳を極めた。
いや、結構です。エンさんを見ませんでしたか。
んなこと俺様が知ってるように見えるか。は
あ。
At least the actors are professional. So far, everything is going swimmingly. It's continuing directly from Shenmue 2, so nothing is being skipped. No 10 years later or bullshit like that. It's as slow-paced and dialogue-heavy as I remember it being, so I'm totally in my story mode mood. I'm really enjoying the opening 8 hours so far. It's so laid back and breaks you in gently. The combat seems to be a little easier too. I mash buttons and I seem to win, whereas before I remember needing to concentrate a lot more on those fights. But maybe the battles will ramp up in later levels and mashing won't work. But for now, it's all fine and dandy. All in all, I think this is a great game so far. I'm really looking forward to sinking more hours into this. I was worried that my backing of the Kickstarter was going to be a disaster investment with other games being absolute shite, but I'm glad to see that Shenmue 3 is not one of them. It's a game for the fans of the past and for people into older retro-y games. COD, Fortnite and FIFA players won't like this game. But good, it's not for them anyway. And for my verdict so far, I give Shenmue 3 a solid 8 out of 10. It's not the most graphically diverse game in the world, nor is the voice acting, but the atmosphere and movie-like experience is spot on and the music is simply beautiful, just like all of you. But until next time, be good to each other and have a nice day. Thanks for watching, guys. Damn, can you believe Shenmue 3 got released? I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was going to be a Duke Nukem Forever moment or a Mighty No. 9 scenario. I thought too many damn years had passed and this game was going to suck ass, but no. As of recording, I've sunk another 9 hours into this one and it's still amazing. I'm loving every moment of this, just like I love every moment with your granny. Oh, ciao for now. Tell your nana I'll call her later and to subscribe to the channel. Mwah. Bye for now.